Bottom of the tiers, post-free agency, just crushed the draft. These teams had different approaches in free agency. None of them changed their life in free agency. I know the Patriots effectively got people to take their money. Whether that was effectively spent, I don't know. It's a reset year. Seahawks just out of nowhere, just like, you know what, let's tear it all down. I'm not saying they're wrong, but it surprised me that they were doing it. The Jets said, Aaron, please go away. We'll take $49 million dead money. Sign Justin Fields. We want to start a new culture. Got to earn your $50 million-ish. That's Trevor, that's Kyler, that's Tua. Yeah. And because none of these three teams have rosters that can carry mediocre quarterback play. Lowest form of conversation. It's one of my favorite lines from Tony Soprano. Remember when? Get together with Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch. Man, this last 5 years, pretty good, isn't it? Jerry Jones walks in the room. He's like, last 5? What? Let me tell you about 30 years ago. The Rooneys walk in the room. They're like, 30? Let me tell you about the 70s. That's when it was really great. All these teams are just coasting off what they once were. The same neighborhood. Listen, Bengals, I know you don't love who's moved in next to you, but this is the neighborhood you live in now. Where can the quarterback take us? This is similar to the earn your $50 million tier, but not quite. All 5 of these teams expect to be in the playoffs next year. All 5 of these teams expect to be able to win a playoff game next year. Better with age, question mark. I understand the Commanders got Deebo Samuel. I'm not going to act like these teams didn't do anything in free agency. But their real improvement, I think they are planning on coming from their young players improving. Make or break year. So here's what I mean. I think this is probably the last hurrah for Stafford McVay as contender. I don't know if the Lions can emotionally sustain another year where it's like, we're going to the Super Bowl. How'd you get better? You got Joey Bosa to replace Von Miller. You got one injured aging pass rusher to replace another one. I understand both of these. They're not incredibly young teams, so it's not like the Packers. You didn't spend a bunch in free agency. 0 obvious weaknesses. There's not a place on the Chiefs right now you can look at and be like, oh, that's going to be their Achilles heel. The champs, but weakened. The tax of being the champs is you lose some guys and you lose some potentially important guys.